Today we're going to try to video a little bit of the fish coming out the end of that tube there. Give you a better perspective on the size of the fish coming. I'm standing on top of the truck from Nebraska, Chalk Ground, Nebraska, and it's a big old 18-wheeler, and you can see how many tanks are on there. We bring thousands and thousands and thousands of pounds of fish down in this truck. It's not a little bobtail, that's for sure. We load the lakes. Today we're at Corona Lake first, and it's December the 16th at about 9 o'clock, and they just arrived. We'll stock Corona first and then head over to Santa Ana. Well, you can feel them in there, can't you? Wow, there's some big fish. Boy, they're just busting the sides of the tank. Oh yeah. Look at those big babies. There you go. Oh yeah. Real quality fish down. Oh wow, look at that. Look at those fish. Unbelievable. Boy, that's going to be fun to catch. They won't even go out the hole. Look at the size of them. Look at that one. Wow. There you go. Look at those. Those are some beautiful fish. Now that's going to be fun. Tail walkers, big full tails, beautiful colors. Look at the size of those fish. That is quality fish. I mean, it just doesn't get better than that. Look at some of the, unbelievable. Beautiful fish, guys. And they really brought some beautiful fish down for us. Big, beautiful tails on them and dorsal fins. Fantastic looking colors. And guys, I just watched a guy hook into one, and he was a good fisherman. And he walked up and down the shore, up and over and around everybody's poles, and the fish was dancing on top of the water and jumping, and he fought him for probably 10 minutes or so. It was a quality fish, probably 5 or 6 pounds, nothing real big, but and he was a good fisherman. He knew what he was doing, and the hook came out, and sometimes they're just not caught. But that's kind of what you can expect from a tail walker. They'll give you a heck of a fight, and sometimes your chances of getting them in are, well, they're difficult. So that's what it's all about. You know, this past week fishing has been fantastic, even though we had some really bad weather, and those that braved the weather and came out and went fishing really did well. In fact, if you go on our website, fishinglakes.com, and look under the icon recent photos for either Santa Ana River Lakes or Corona Lake, you can see all of the tremendous sized fish, quality fish, and big quality stringers, limits that were caught over the weekend. But notably, 4 big fish were caught, and the following fish were caught: 2 great big ones at Santa Ana River Lakes and 2 at Corona Lake. And here's a photo of them so that you can see what kind of fishing you can expect when you come fishing at our lakes. Tail walkers. Yeah, buddy, look at the size of those. There's beautiful fish in there. Whoa! We're now over at Santa Ana River Lakes, and the big truck from Chalk Mound, Nebraska has just showed up here, and the fish are going to run out that pipe and right out into the lakes, and we'll try to get a good close-up for you. Okay, here we go. Also like to remind you that generally every day we have one of our pro staff guys walking the lake to come by and say hi to you and thank you for fishing our lakes, and also to make sure that you're geared up with the proper equipment, you're using the right size line, the right size bait, and so forth. And they're there to help you with anything or any questions that you might have. They'll also take a professional photo of the fish that you have on your stringer. We'll upload it to the website. Wow. You guys can also, if you can't find the guy on the lake, you can also go up to the tackle shop, and any one of the staff at the tackle shop would be more than willing to help you with any of your questions, help you rig up properly, and help you catch more fish. Here's a tip for you all. The latest information as far as what's been working the best at the lake, and watching the guys that consistently catch fish and the bigger fish. They're all doing the same thing. They're fishing with real short leaders, no longer than about 8 inches, using 2 to 4 pound test line for their leader, using a slip sinker above a swivel, and they're not throwing it very far out. The fish have a tendency to be a little bit closer to shore. Don't want to throw a long ways out because you'll be fishing in too deep a water. Also, the size of your bait's really important. Make sure that you put on just enough bait to cover your treble hook and roll it out into, a grub-shaped piece of bait. Something that's real small. If you use too big a piece of bait, fish come up and mouth it, and you get short bit all day long. And people wonder what's going on. The fish are coming up and trying to break the bait apart, or it's too big for them to take. And so the smaller piece of bait makes it easier for them just to suck it right down and hook the fish a lot easier. Another big load of big fish. Tail walkers going right out. We try to film it at different angles for you so that you can see the difference. The shadows are kind of difficult right now, but I think that's the best angle. Whoa. That's a lot of nice fish. It'll be a great weekend. Look at some of these beautiful fish. And we do this every single week. We'd like to again thank you guys for watching our stocking videos. I know they're exciting, and we really appreciate it. And the big thing is we want to be able to prove, for you, so that you can see with your own eyes that we stock every single week, stock heavy just like this, and we put in quality fish. It's only 9 days from Christmas, so we'd like to wish you all a very Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. So again, thanks for fishing our lakes, Santa Ana River Lakes and Corona Lake, and hope over the Christmas season you can come on out and catch some real quality fish.